Hi, welcome to Kabayala. It's Augusta and Zach, my assistant today. We're going to practice a restorative sequence, and this is for all levels yoga. You're going to need blankets, few. You're going to need 2 straps, blocks. If you have 2, better. And you're going to need a chair and access to a wall. So go get your things and let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to grab some blankets, and if you have a bolster, even better. If no, just make some, like a pile of blankets about something like this, about this high. So 3 blankets or a blanket and bolster. That's where you are going to lay. And then you're going to use 2 straps. So come into your buttocks. Sit right by where the blankets start, swinging the buttocks, touching the blankets, and then you're going to grab your straps. We are going to come into Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So the way you are going to use your straps is you're going to do use with the belt, bring in the strap this way, and then this way, see? And you can ask me in the commentaries if you have trouble with this. But the idea is that this little tail is out of the, coming towards, away from the circle, see the little loop. So you're going to bring your leg and bring the strap around and then tie the belt. So that will help you to bring the heels closer to the inner groin, and see that the belt is on top, so it doesn't hurt. And you have to try to place the strap right by the crease of the hip. And then you grab the other one, do the same thing. So keeping the belt part, how we say this?
The buckle.
The buckle part. See, that's why I have my assistant on the top. And then we can pull like this. So see, my assistant needs to bring the feet together, so the feet together, and then, good job. And then bring in the strap in the crease of the hip, good, nice. And then we adjust, so brings this, help us to bring the legs closer to each other, closer to our inner groins. And then using the wall is a good idea, so when you start laying down, using your arms, going to come all the way down, and just stay here for a little bit. So you feel the lower back supported by the blankets or bolster, and then your head, it's aligned with your spine. Make sure you're bringing the chin towards the chest. So if my chin is going up too much, that means there has to be some extra cushion or some extra support under my head. So my forehead and chin are aligned, and then the palms are up. We can close the eyes for a little bit and just allow the straps to work and get our feet closer to the inner groins. And you feel some bothersome on your lower back. See that you grab with your hands, pushing the flesh of the buttocks towards the hips. So you're trying to create that space in the lower back. And then you are going to go inward, inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing the wall of the abdomen to stretch, allowing the top of the shoulders to descend, and just melting into the pose. In restorative practices, we have to maintain our poses between 3 to 5 minutes each. And once we do this often enough, our body knows when the 3 minutes went through or passed. We feel it. And then creating awareness of this present moment. Just allowing the body to stretch and relax. Focusing on the breathing. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you close your eyes, you can imagine your body like you're watching yourself and observe, noticing the feelings, tension, if there's any tension anywhere. And continue breathing, trying to even the inhalation and exhalation. Just a couple more breaths. And then slowly we're going to turn the palms down. And we're going to use the arms to push ourselves up. Pressing with the hands, bringing the chest and the head last. Good. Coming into seated position. We're going to remove the straps. Just put them in the side for now. And then bring the knees together. Just take a moment there. We're going to stretch the shoulders a little bit. So we're going to use the same pile of blankets or bolster that we had behind. We're going just to take it towards the front of the mat. And we're going to come on our knees. So maybe bring the knees the closest to the blankets. And we're going to sit on our heels. And then see if we can bring touching the knees. And then we're going to come down, bringing the left arm on top of the blankets and the head, placing the left ear on top of the blanket and the right hand on the ground. So we're grabbing with the left hand the edge of the blanket so we can stretch the left shoulder and the neck, bringing the left ear towards the blanket. Now we're squeezing the abdomen a little bit. You can always get more blankets if you feel that you need a little more elevation. For example, here for Zach, because I see that his arm is going down so much, I'm going to give him another blanket so he can actually stretch better, aligning the arm with the spine. There you go, way better. So now his back and arm is all, it feels better, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So all depends. You have to see how many blankets, how much support you're going to need. And then you get in there. So we allow the buttocks going towards the heels. We're stretching, opening the left armpit. It's on a stretching, we're not really doing much. Just staying in the pose. And we use the other hand just to support the right arm. It's a nice stretch for the left side of the neck and the left shoulder. And again here, we focus on the breathing. I keep stretching the left arm. Draw the left shoulder towards the buttocks. So we have to descend the shoulder. Shoulder blades come in. And we're still stretching the left arm. And we'll continue breathing. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Continue noticing the stretch. restorative, we have to take the time to allow the stretch to happen. So we move slowly. And then we're going to bring the left hand towards the ground and push with both palms to lift up a little bit the chest. And we're switching sides. So we see if we're okay, everything is aligned where it's supposed to be. And then we bring the right arm along the support, the right ear towards the block, or towards the bolster or the blankets, and then the left hand is just on the ground to support us. And again, taking the right shoulder back away from the ears. The shoulder blades are in, the abdomen is in. So we're trying to align the spine with our head, try to make a flat back, but allowing that stretch. You may feel that one of the sides of the head it's a little more tense than the other. I can feel this side more loosened than my other side. So everywhere is different. And we continue observing and noticing. Opening the right rib cage area, the side of the torso, stretching. Keep stretching the right arm, elbows are in, the right elbow is in. Last breath here, inhale in through the nose, and out through the mouth, and then bringing the right hand back on the ground. So first we place both palms on the ground, and then slowly we lift up. Good. We're going to do the downward facing dog. We support the head support. So depends how flexible you are in the down dog. You may need a little more even support. So you can always use blocks or anything you need to see that your head. You may need this too. We'll try. You always try and see how that feels. So we place the hands by the sides of the support, blanket or bolsters or both. And we are in tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under. We're going to push with the hands and lift the sit bones up, coming in down dog. So this is too much for me, so I'm removing that. Nice. And then you bring the head down. So let me check in my frame here, making sure the feet are hip distance apart. So step your feet a little wide apart. Good. And then you're going to, maybe this is a lot for you too. Let's see. Bring your hands a little forward, walk them. Good. And then there. That's the pose. Good. So we didn't need so much support. That's nice. But if you need it, you need it. And the head is touching. It's just the crown of the head. And when we're here, we work in the pose. Take your feet a little more wide apart. So nice. So we're pressing with the hands. We are bringing the abdomen in, rib cage in, pressing with the entire hand, not just the wrist. The palms and the fingers. So see that you alleviate the weight on the wrists by pressing through the fingers, the knuckles of the fingers and the palm. And then you're taking the weight of the body towards the heels. The shoulder blades come in, and you keep stretching the hamstrings, abdomen in, keep pushing the weight of the body. And again, we continue focusing on the breathing, relaxing the head. The head is just touching the support. Shoulders away from the ears. Extending the arms. Taking the weight of the body back. Just a couple more breaths. If you can stay here longer, you can stay longer. It's always good to stay a long time in a pose, especially restorative, but it's up to you. And then we're going to bend the legs and come back into tabletop. Then take the big toes together, knees a little wide apart, and come into child's pose. Just for a moment, you can move the high, so it's not so high, your support, and just come bring the head down a little bit. This is just for a moment to rest the hands. And then we come back in all fours. And now we're going to grab our chairs. So we're going to remove these blankets to the side. Now we're going to grab the chairs. So any chair that you have at home will work. Some are higher than others, or depends also how tall you are. But we're going to, because these chairs are kind of low, we are putting some support, and then we're going to come into our feet. And we're going to place the feet hip distance apart. And then we're going to bring, and I'm going to make sure I'll be this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. He can be just normal. So we're going to bring the head down. The arms are grabbing opposite elbow, and I am placing my feet hip distance apart. Not just resting my head. Now we have to see that we're extending the back, so we're taking the feet, stepping the feet a little bit back. It's almost like a down dog, downward facing dog, and a forward bend. We have to keep the heels on the ground, so see that the weight of the body is on the center feet, and we're just resting here. If you feel that your blanket is moving, like mine is moving, you can also grab, like if you have, let me do this for you. If you have another extra set of mats, because that helps so they don't move. And then put it there. So then it's not going to keep moving anymore. And then we just support the head on the arms. And we work in engaging the thighs, the muscles, pressing with the big toe mount and the heels. The abdomen comes in, shoulder blades in. Let's still stretching the back. And after just a little bit, we're going to switch, grabbing opposite elbow. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Engage those quads, lifting the kneecaps so you feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Abdomen in, shoulder blades in. Let's switch, the grabbing of the elbows. So cross chest grabbing opposite elbow, switching the arms, which arm is under the other one, and then again. Just resting the head on the arms. Engage those quads. Keep the weight of the body towards the center feet. Focusing on the breathing. Just allowing the time the body needs to stretch, to find that stretch. Just a couple more breaths here. And then slowly we're going to walk towards the chair. Bring the hands into the hips and extend forward and up. Now we're going to come to seated position. And we're going to bring the chair. Let's remove all these props and bring the chair in front of us if we didn't have it there. Oh, actually, we are going to, sorry about that, we are going to use the props that were on top of the chair now. Yeah, so we can actually, and I think that maybe again, I will switch places so you guys can see. There it is. So I bring my legs under the chair, sitting first in staff pose, Dandasana, so sit in your sit bones, placing the hands by the sides of the waist, sides of the hips, and lifting the chest just for a moment, and then bend the right leg and bring the right heel into the left inner groin. Now the left toes are pointing towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring the chair a little closer. Maybe just see that you can grab the back of the chair with your arms. So not super close, but a little closer so you can reach. And then you're going to bring the head towards the top of the chair and grab the back of the chair with your arms. So you're stretching the arms, but taking the shoulder blades in, the head is supported, the abdomen comes in, the left toes are pointing towards the ceiling. So the left leg is engaged and is working. It's active. Now stretching the back. So you see, if you feel that it's too close, I feel like it's too close. I'm moving mine a little further. So then I can stretch it in there. You will feel the stretch. You will find that stretch of the upper back, the sides of the waist, and see that the shoulder blades stay in and the shoulders are away from the ears. And the head is just resting, and then pressing down with the left heel and engaging the left quads. My right knee is going towards the ground, so still working also. So it's an active pose, even though it feels very inactive, it is active. Keep stretching the left leg. And use the chair to stretch the arms. Keep stretching. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then walk your hands towards the top of the seat of the chair to the edge, and then bring the arms on the ground. Extend the right leg to meet the left one, and we are going to switch sides. So bringing the left heel higher on the top of the inner right leg, and then again bringing the arms, stretching the arms, reaching towards the chair, and again bringing the forehead down on the seat of the chair. We revisit all the actions once again. Right toes up, pressing down with the right heel, taking the posterior side of the leg, flash tap against the ground. So we are trying to stick, to glue the posterior side of the right leg into the ground. We are engaging the right quad so the legs stretch to maximum. And then we are reaching with the left. See that your left arm, it's pulling into the chair, so you're trying to stretch the left side of your torso. It's almost like we are turning. It's a tiny little turn. You should feel it in the left side of the waist. Keeping the left hip down. The left knee is going towards the ground. Pressing down with the right hip. And then inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Remember your shoulders away from the ears. Keep turning, tiny little turn. The left side of your torso is trying to be in front of the chair. Pressing down with the heel so that right leg is not moving. Last inhalation and exhalation. And then slowly bring your hands back by the sides of the hips and stretching the left leg. Staff pose again. We are in Dandasana, and now we're going to take the legs from under the chair and we're going to take the legs wide apart. And here we are going to come a little closer to the chair. But see, the first things are, we have to see that we are sitting on the sit bones. The toes, all the toes are pointing up. And then we're going to do the same. We're going to come towards the chair, moving maybe the chair a little bit away. So whatever you need to stretch the spine, and then bring the head again, the forehead coming towards the chair. The shoulder blades are in, the top of the shoulders are back, stretching the arms, abdomen is in. You're trying to think about flattening your back, pressing down with the heel, toes up. So those legs are active. And then you see how much you can take that chair towards the front. But you have to have the ability to take the shoulder blades together and the shoulders away from the ears. We'll just stay here for a little bit. Don't relax the legs continue working. Continue engaging the thigh muscles, pressing down with the heels, making sure that our toes are pointing up. And then resting the forehead in the chair. Maybe taking the chair far away, a little farther. Just find that stretch. If you find it, just stay there. If not, move the chair even more away from you. Flat back. We want a flat back. Raise those thighs. Take the posterior side of your knees down. Stretch those legs even more. Touch the ground with the entire back of the leg. Go, go, go. Feel that stretch, it feels nice. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Shoulder blades away from the ears, shoulder blades in, shoulder blades in, shoulders away from the ears. Last breath here, inhaling through the nose, and out through the mouth. And then bring the hands back towards the sides of your hips just for a moment, and then grabbing from under your knees, bring the feet together. Just in Baddha Konasana, just for a moment, so we can go to our next pose. We're going to come into the wall. I'm going to use my bolster. Zach is going to, he's real relaxed. He's going to use the blanket, so get a couple blankets against the wall. You're going to use your blocks. Especially, we are going to place a block under. Let me grab a couple of blocks. We're going to have a block behind our shoulder blades. So you need one more, and I need one more. So we're going to sit on the, this is too much, let's see, not too high. And then sit. I'm going to help him. Bring this a little away from the wall. Just a little bit. Getting the blocks that we need. And now sit. I'll help you. Sit on the blanket. Then we're going to bring the blocks this way between the shoulder blades and the soles of the feet together. And that is not extremely comfortable, but it's really good for your back. So, bringing the soles of the feet together, and we're going to use the blocks to place your hands. One hand there, the other hand there. Good. Keep the chin parallel to the ground. So we're placing that between the shoulder blades. Oh, that feels so good. We're lifting the chest a lot this way. Now we have the soles of the feet together. The chin is parallel to the ground. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. I like it. Do you hate it or you like it?
It's good.
He likes it. So we're lifting the chest, shoulder blades in, soles of the feet together, abdomen in. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. The doggy wants to be part of it. See, because we feel so good, she wants to do it too. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can close your eyes always if that works better for you. And you can focus in what you're feeling, going inward. The idea with these blocks by the size of the body is actually that we can push, maybe we can push down and see that help us to lift the chest even more. It's really an inside job. We gotta keep the hips on the ground and lifting the chest. The shoulders don't raise, so we have to descend the shoulders, but we're lifting the chest. And this is bringing our chest forward with the block between our shoulder blades. So lifting the chest. See if you can see your body and what's happening with your mind. Keep pressing with the soles of the feet, allowing those knees to go down. And you can try and see if maybe going higher it's better. You just gotta try and see how it feels and what works best for you. Last breath here. Inhale really deep, hold it for a moment, and then exhale through the mouth. And then we're going to grab the block from behind our back, remove it. For our next pose, we need to place the support now. Sorry, doggy. We're going to place the bolster or the blankets against the wall like this, and we're going to need the strap. So grab your strap and see that it's pretty wide. Maybe this one kind of short. We can do it all the way to the maximum that we can stretch it there without remove. Make a big loop like this. Nice. And how we're going to do this, we're going to bring the feet up the wall. So we're going to sit the closest possible. Be careful when you do this one. And you may need this plank just in case. Extra support, so you can grab that blanket. I'll grab this one and put it to make it a little longer. Your little bed, we're making a little bed here. So then we come the closest possible to the wall. Have your strap right by you on the right. And then you will come on, leaning on your, bring the feet up. I know it's very interesting. And see if you can bring the buttocks the closest possible to the wall, touching the wall. And then we're going to grab the strap And we're going to place the strap on the feet like this, and then open the legs. Let's see, we fit perfect. And then the palms come up. And when we're here, we are pressing into the wall with the heels. And we're allowing the abdomen to descend. The legs are active. You can even try, you stay where you are stuck, but I will see how I feel. See, for me, having my neck like this feels good. But make sure that your shoulders are supported. So I'm going to get closer. It's gonna be funny, but you gotta make it. There you go. And then I am pulling the strap. I'm trying to pull my legs apart even more, so my feet are active. I am trying to pull my legs away from each other. So the strap is tight, it's not loose. And then again, inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can again close your eyes. Keep the gaze towards the ceiling. Press into the wall with the heels. And engage the thighs. The legs are active. And then we're trying to pull, to break the strap in two. Keep taking those legs apart. Keep doing that. Yeah, it makes you tired. You can see from with the camera, maybe you don't see any actions happening, but if you're doing it, you'll feel. Another option that you have, you can place the strap. If you practice yoga often, you can place the strap around the toes and then pull those toes away. This is actually really good for the bone where the big toe is. So this is actually doing this with the toe. It helps you to align your feet. So I'm pulling away my legs. And I feel it in the top of my feet and my legs, my thigh muscles. It burns. And then last breath here, inhaling through the nose, really deep. And then exhale through the mouth. And then slowly bend the legs, placing the feet on the wall for a moment, remove the strap. And to come up of this, we are just rolling towards the side, really slowly, because remember you are higher than normal. And then pause for a moment. And when you're ready, you push with the top hand to come up. Nice. Now we're going to, I have somebody sharing my mat. We're going to move the support away from the wall. Excuse me. She wants to be part of it. That's it, right there. Good. So we are going to sit with the legs towards the wall. So see that you are touching. Hold it down. We're coming into Dandasana first, stretching the legs, placing the heels and the soles of the feet against the wall. And then we're going to come down now and slowly using the hands there. And if we came too far from the wall, we'll have to come closer to the wall. So we can keep pressing into the wall with the feet to extend those legs. You should feel the support under your back and lower back, and see that the flesh of your body goes towards the heels, so you can push it with your hands from under you that way towards the wall. And then the top of the shoulders are down. See that you are extending the neck by bringing the chin towards the chest. And if this is not working, you can always place another, like a blanket or some other support, see, under the head. And then you see how that feels. I don't feel that I need that, but if you do, and then engage those legs, press down with the heels, press down with the heels into the ground and the wall, in the corner of the wall and the ground with the meat. Pressing into there, and then taking the posterior side of your knees down, stretching those legs. The abdomen comes in. You're spreading through the collarbone so the chest is opening. Top of the shoulders descend. The chest is lifting. We just maintain the gaze towards the ceiling. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now remember, you can stay in these poses for up to 5 minutes each. It's up to you how long you want to do them. Today we did about 3 minutes each pose. Keep pressing down with the posterior side of the leg. Stretch those legs. Reach into the wall and the ground. Reach, reach, reach. Feel the burn in your thighs, the thigh muscles, the quads. And the palms are up, so we allow our shoulder to roll back and descend down. Let's inhale, last breath, and then exhale. Now we're going to turn the palms down and bending one leg at a time. And again, like we did before, we are rolling to the side. Remember, you are higher than the ground here, and then just come up. And for our last pose today, we're going to do something that I love, and you can try at your own risk. It's really nice. So we're going to use a chair. Oops. So we remove anything because we don't really need any of that. We're going to use the strap. And we're going to bring the chair. So see that your chair is tall enough because our head is going to be here. So I hope this chair works. So we're going to bring, we gotta take this apart. So I'll show you how I do this. So we take that apart and then we go around the chair, and then we put the belt. It's a belt. So we do this again like we did earlier. Oops, I didn't do it right. There. See, like that. And then move so you can see. And then I have my little hump right there. It's very little. We are just having tiny bit up there. Okay, nice. Is it tight? Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our head here. So I come from under the chair. So these chairs are super tiny. You have better, bigger chairs at home. Do that because it's better. So very, very slowly, very, very nicely, we're coming and we're pushing ourselves where we can place. Oh my god, it feels so nice. Yes, Zach, he's even doing that. See that the back of your head is about where your ears are, and then your head is in the air. So find the place where this feels good. You'll find it. And then you can close your eyes and come in your Shavasana. Are you okay? Extending the legs forward, bringing the palms up, shoulders down, and then inhale. In the next exhalation, release and let go. Let your feet to fall towards the side, and see if you find a place where the strap behind your head feels comfortable. Some straps are wider, and this is even better. And then just, does it feel good there, Zach? Because you can, if not, you can bring it a little even more towards the wall, the strap. Just find where it feels good, and it's not too much in your neck. It's more in the head, the roundy part of the head. It feels better if you find the right place. And then you just enjoy this. It's so nice. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now focusing in observing what you feel. How your body relaxes. Trusting in the strap that is holding your head. Trusting the ground is holding your body. Just releasing and letting go. Observing the air, how it comes into the lungs with fresh, pure, nice air, and in the exhalation, how the worries and the stress, all the stuff, the warmth, the heat goes away. Just one more breath. Exhale. If that was wrong, so I'm saying it again. At least you know. And then last breath, inhaling in through the nose. In the rib cage, hold it for a moment, and then exhale through the mouth. Then breathe normal. Then take the palms down, turn your palms down, bend one leg at a time, and then using your hands, remove the strap from under your head, and then slowly you can move the chair away, or just scooch away from the chair, and then we're going to roll to the side, careful with the chair, and then with the top hand pushing up, sitting position, crossing your legs, bringing your hands heart center. Last inhalation and exhalation. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope that you liked the class. If you did, remember to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also click into the little bell so you'll be notified when there is more classes. And I hope I see you next time. Thank you.